Hey everyone, as you know, Zombies 13 DEFCON Z is coming out, and depending on how much you pledge, you could also invent your own tile or be given the choice to create your own card. Well, someone has asked me to do a card review of stuff that I went over in Zombies 6.66. If you remember when I did the review, I was actually working on the set. I thought I actually did a review after I completed it, but then I saw I didn't. So I'm just going to show you a few of the tiles I made. Some of them are basically just generic tiles. From old sets. Like I said, you can go online and really find a lot of this stuff online. The generic stuff, print it out and copy it. Just glue it to the back of the tiles there. But certain tiles I made up. Here's the Strauss Theater, because we do a little bit of acting, me and my group. My favorite card shop, my comic book shop, was Cardco. Of course, that's why I have Cardco the blog. And my email addresses say Cardco on it. Twilight Creations, I had to put them in there because they are the makers of the game. So there's their building. And let's see, what else? Like I said, just a bunch of generic streets here to help fill out my game. Oh, there, I put my church in there. Waka waka waka. And let's see, the Chateau. I also do some dinner theater as well. I write dinner theater for them as well, so we put them in there because a lot of the people I play with do a lot of theater, which is why we have some little theaters here around town that are featured. Now, with the cards, let me just go over some of our base cards that I made up for the game. The first one is Your Shoes Untied. This is basically the same card from the original set. It's just the original photo of the card. It says divide the target player's movement roll in half, rounded down. The next one's called Thriller. Michael Jackson, I couldn't resist putting him as a zombie there. This is a fast-moving card. It says play this card at the Strauss Theater and add 3+ to all movement rolls. I really love fast movement roll cards. I have one that says Not So Fast, and it says cancel any card that has just been played. I love cancellation cards, so I made my own there. Next one's called Rally the Troops. You actually give an extra bullet to everyone, every other player. Give them an extra bullet token. This is something to just help everyone out, help move the game along. Very popular card that's played is Sharing is Caring. Basically, it says look at a target player's hand and take one card. So basically, they get to pick a card from another player's hand. Next up, I have a weapon here, the assault rifle. You gotta have an assault rifle, right? If you go to one of the theaters in town, it's a +2 on all combat rolls for 1 turn. So basically just your generic +2. You have to announce it before you use it, and once you use it once, it's gone. Another one. This is from an inside joke we have. It says keep your foot off that blasted Samo flange. YouTube it sometime. It's kind of funny. But for some reason this kind of resonated with our group and we just love it. It says gain the ability to play all the weapon cards you have in your hand. So if you have a weapon card but you just can't make it to that store to pick it up, play the Samo flange, then you can play any weapon card that's in your hand to use. Guardian Angel. Basically, if you go to the church, you can get up to 5 heart or gut tokens. This is back when 5 was still big, so I didn't know how guts were going to influence the game going forward. We hardly play with the guts at all, but heart tokens is what we use this for. And they can gain up to 5 heart tokens for this. The next one's called Closer Than You Think. It doubles the movement of zombie rolls for 1 turn, so zombies move 2 spaces instead of 1. So it kind of speeds them up and makes them a little bit quicker. Next one we have is Closed. Basically it says, hey, you know, no player can move into the helipad until the end of your next turn. So let's say if you're about to make 25 zombie kills, but yet someone's almost to the helipad. You can play this card, close them out, and try to get the rest of your kills before they can get back into the helipad. Next one says Have a Heart. Basically it gives you the ability to gain 10 health tokens at one time. You know, you can only hold 5 at one time, but if you play this card, you now have the ability to hold 10. Of course, when you die, this card goes away, and any hearts left over wouldn't be null and void. Alright, so Knuckle Up. Basically, just you can discard this, play it in front of you, and discard it any time in the place of a bullet token. So instead of shooting a zombie, you punch one in the face. Anyway, that's just something we made up there. The next one is called Wounded. It's kind of like the Scalpel card in 5. Basically, target player suffers -1 in all combat rolls. At the end of their turn, they have to discard a life, bullet, or gut token, and they can give this card to another player. Of course, some player's going to die while they're wounded, and that's the only way to get rid of this card. We just really like that scalpel card, so we made up our own. Pedal to the Metal, because I love speed. It says play this card when you're in the entrance of the comic book store. Movement is doubled until you enter a building. So I love double movement. In fact, I think hopefully my Zombies 13 card will feature fast movement. Here we have the next one called Tracker. This is actually a super popular card. I didn't know it was going to be this popular. It says, hey, copy a target player's movement roll on your next turn. So someone holds this, and when someone rolls a 6 or a 5, they always put this down because it guarantees them some movement. Next one. Oh, I love this one. Backfired. Basically, it says, hey, all weapons in play have a negative combat effect until the beginning of your next turn. What is this talking about? Well, not only if someone has one of the weapons like the assault rifle and they plan to use it, well, when they play on a zombie, we'll play this card. So actually, that weapon just backfired. So now it's a -2 in combat. You could actually kill someone or definitely hurt them when you play this card. Maybe someone's about to get 25 kills. And you don't want to get that last kill, but you play this card. Will they go ahead and try to get those last kills knowing that their +1 is now a -1 in combat? Who knows? I love this weapon. You got to have a flamethrower. Why haven't we had a flamethrower yet? Of course, you pick it up at Twilight Creations. You had a +2 in combat for 1 turn. I love the idea of a flamethrower. It's just so sweet. And then finally, this is just I love this card. Sniper. The sniper rifle. You go to a town square, pick it up, put 3 bullets on the card. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6, you kill the zombie from anywhere from any adjacent tile. If you rolled a 1, 2, or 3, of course you missed, and you remove a bullet token from the card. You have 3 shots in the sniper rifle, then you have to put it down. It's actually a very cool card, sniping zombies from a tile away. I think it's pretty fun. Alright, so that's my review of the Zombie 6.66. Can't wait to DEF CON Z. We'll see you then.